It's Christmas time, y'all. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so excited because this is actually the first video of my decorating series for Christmas this year, and I get to take you guys along today and we get to decorate this big beauty right behind me. I'm so excited for you guys to see how it turns out. Now, this video is going to be split into two parts because there's so many details that I go into, but you guys, this tree is phenomenal. Just wait till you see it. So grab yourself a peppermint mocha. That was a pine cone. But grab yourself a peppermint mocha and let's get to decorating. Okay, so the first piece of advice that I can possibly give you when decorating for Christmas, especially when you're dealing with flocked or snow covered or even glitter, wear something comfortable because you're going to be doing a lot of work, and the last thing you want to do is wear your good clothes, and it becomes a mess. Trust me. Throughout the video series, you're going to see snow everywhere. But I'm going to start. I purchased these on Amazon, and they are twinkling LED lights. This tree has lighting functions, but it doesn't have that twinkling effect. And that twinkling effect, everybody, it's the rave. And I want that because it's magical. However, I don't want the whole tree to twinkle because it's too much. Too much interest for the theme that I'm doing this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top, work my way down. I'm going to go towards the center of the tree so that way the interior part of the tree coming out towards just right before the edge twinkles, just to give it that subtle bit of magic. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to wrap it around very carefully. Here we are. This is supposedly 200 lights, so should give us more than plenty. This tree is 7.5 feet tall. I'm going to unwind very carefully because don't do like me. I took these out of the package and thought I had control of them. I did not. They had control over me. So I had to untangle because it's a copper wire. I don't know if it's real copper, but it's a copper wire nonetheless, and it just, like, see right there, it has a tendency to twist. So if you purchase these lights, they're very pretty. They're true warm white. That's what I love about them. And I'm taking them and I'm kind of pushing them towards the back too, because I don't want just the front to be lit. I want the back too. Down. And unwind some. And once I light them up, I kind of wound them backwards. I don't ask me why. There was no rhyme or reason, but I ended up winding them from the plug to the end. So therefore, I started with the end, and now I'm having to unwind to get to the plug. Most times, you want to put your lights on your greeneries, your wreaths, your trees lit. A, to make sure that they work, because we all know how lights fail all the time. But B, so that you know that you're getting an even lighting source, because the last thing you want to do is have a lot of lights at the top and very few at the bottom. So you want to plug in your lights as you're doing them. And one cool feature about this tree as I'm stringing these lights is that it has a pole-to-pole connection. And what that means is that you don't have to plug in each section. You just simply put the poles on top of each other. Well, they come on. A lot different from when I was growing up, when we had to actually hinge each branch on an artificial Christmas tree. Trees have come a long way throughout the years. Like I said, I want that little touch of sparkle to where it draws your eyes into the center of the tree. I can't tell you how many trees that I've seen where it's just like people just put the ornaments on the outside of the tree and there's nothing on the inside of the tree, and that's just, it just doesn't look right. Work my way towards the back again. Perfect. You guys. Absolutely perfect. We just want... I'm going to step back for just a second. I'm going to see. And then we will continue our Christmas decorating process. All right, I'm going to get my supplies ready and then we are going to get started. Okay, so let's start our Christmas tree decorating. So now that we've added our lights, I've gone through and I've adjusted all my lights to make sure that it's evenly lit and it sparkles, twinkles, however you want to put it, all the way around. So no matter where you sit in this room, you see some type of movement. And that's the only reason why I didn't like the trees to where the whole thing sparkles. It's very magical, very pretty. However, I'm going for that subtle movement because it draws your eye into the tree. And that's what we want. So, I like to start my tree with the top. And by the way, I've covered up some of my furniture because I do not want anything to get on my furniture. But I think I'm going to start by using this pine cone. And do like a nice bow right there. Let's see. And Christmas decorating is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be about your creativity, you know, all that jazz. I think we'll add that right there. I think I'm going to add another one back over here. Yeah. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. And do not be afraid to take apart your sprays and whatnot. Let's see. I like those pine cones on there, but we'll add those somewhere different. Use that to my advantage right there. I think that's a good moment for a bow. I don't want to add too much out because I don't want to take away from this the shape of the tree. So I want to make sure that whatever I use here, I'm also going to be using over there as well. I'm going to take that. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty to me. We're going to use our tree. Of these wintry, branch pieces. Right, I think right here is a good place for it. Right there. And I think 3-loop bow. No, let's do a 4-loop. All right. Now, the tricky part. Attaching it after we've attached these picks. A lot of times I like to add my ribbons before. However, in this instance, as I'm filming this video, I actually have more ribbon on order, but it's small 1/2 inch ribbon, so not least we're gonna fishtail this piece right here. I want this bow to go further back. There we are. A lot of people do real trees. I, however, like to do artificial. A, you can put it up early, and B, you can manipulate each branch. Each branch, it's easy to manipulate it. It's easy to attach all the things that you need to attach to get that desired look. I have this open spot right here now that I have created. I am going to take this, and this, and right here, you can see right here, I'm gonna add, I've got this 5-inch D. Stevens ribbon. I believe frontgate.com has it, but it's like $114 for a roll. And that's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And I've only got 2 spools, so I want to make sure that I have enough for my tree. And my garland. I think I'm going to do a 5 loop because this ribbon is so wide. Oh. This right here, and add a piece right here, yeah, right there, beautiful. Okay, and I'm not going to make a long tail on this, just, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I think that right there, and then add some greenery around it. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. A piece of wire. Twist it as tight as you can. I did not make this a uniform bow because I did not want it to be a uniform bow. I have a branch right there that I'm going to use to attach you. So most people would hang their bow like this. We're going to change it up. We want to do the unexpected. So I'm going to take my bow and I'm going to put it right up here. All in the front. I want my tail to come up. I'm wanting some ornaments. We'll make a ta-da moment right there. There we go. Let's adjust you. And that's the thing about Christmas. It's all about adjustments. And I'll have to fishtail you. like that. For you, adjust you. Now it's time to add bows on the rest of the tree. I also have this ribbon. I think it goes really good. I really don't like that. No. It's all about adjustment. It's all about adjusting and everything. Getting it all perfect. So now we're gonna add, got another spool of this ribbon on order. I've got that right there, so I want to put something right here. I don't want to add a ton of bows to my tree. And on a side note, if you see on the side, you see there's a little bit of black on my couch. No, I don't have a different couch. I actually have these moving blankets right here. They're very inexpensive. I actually got these at Harbor Freight. They were $5 a piece. But when dealing with flocking and greenery and stuff like that, I don't want it to get on my couch. Don't want it to get on my chairs. All right, and I'm gonna use this. So we have an open hole right here. I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna make a small, I just want a small little bow. Bam, nothing too special. Cut. Okay. There's a wire there, but we're going to twist it underneath the branch so that it is secure. Take these other little branches right here. Thank you. And see, it's just subtle. It's not like, boom, here's a bow. It's just, it draws your eye into the tree. Okay, so now that we've added our bows, now we're gonna add, I've already added one, but we're gonna add that 5-inch starburst. And I'm not gonna make bows out of this, I don't think. I mean, I think it's very pretty, almost as just a taper, I mean, I could do like a single loop, this ribbon. So I think what I'm gonna do is do my initial, and we're just gonna sparsely because we don't have a whole lot of this ribbon. We're just going to, there we go. Yeah. So I'm going to take it. I've had this tool for many years and I use it in all sorts of things. Add a small one in the front. So basically I just cut strips like that. I take the end, I got my scissors, and if you watched my bow tutorial, then you know what a fishtail is, but you gotta fishtail it. And then I'm just gonna tuck it, and just almost as if it's coming out from the trunk. Now, don't worry about all that ornaments and all that jazz. We'll be covering all that up. So, I've got one there, I've got one there, I've got one in the front. So now we need one on the side. Go ahead and fishtail it. We need one down at the bottom as well. So, I'm gonna make sure. Boop. Okay. This is such expensive ribbon that there really is no room for error. And I'm going to add one right there as well. Just so we have one in the back. So now that we've got our ribbon on the tree, we are going to add our picks. I'm not going to add a whole lot of picks to this tree because I want it to shine with the ornaments that I've got for it. These pine cones. But every place that I put, see, I just made three picks out of one spray. So every place that I put a bow, it's going to be a little ta-da moment, just like we did with the topper. So I'm just going to add that. I'll also add, I don't know if I should add the whole thing. We're just going to add a piece. But just to give it. There we go. It just adds a little bit more interest to that bow. There we go. Ta-da. Perfect. And that just added that little bit of interest to that bow. All right, now I'm going to go through where all the bows that I just made, and I'm going to add those ta-da. I'm also going to add one more up here. Yeah, it was missing it. And I'm just going to take them and repurpose them because I love them. They are so pretty. Ta-da. I also ordered this ribbon, this bejeweled, and it's got little rhinestones on it, and you can twist it. So I'm going to add one to the tree because that's all I've got. I'm going to add one right here. Beautiful. And when that comes in, I'll film that for you guys so that y'all can see. But I've got that ribbon because I like to variegate the sizes. I've got a 5-inch, a 3-inch, I've got a 2.5-inch, a 1-inch coming in the mail. I think you are a perfect spot for it right there. Right there. Add you right there. Of these, but a lot of them. Perfect. Off these little pieces right here, and where we did those ta-da moments, even where this like pine cone is, right here, just nestle it underneath. It just gives it a little bit more interest. Like we have that piece. I have a bunch of little pieces that have broken off. It's a perfect time just to add just a little bit more interest to those bows. Okay, so I have these. They're by Luminara. Balsam Hill sold them a long time ago, but they're these little, I don't know if y'all can see that, but they're just these little candles that just kind of nestle and sit on the branch. And we're going to add those because heaven and nature sing. And put one right here. I have to come back here and tuck all these wires in because they are exposed. All right, you guys, so that is it for this part of Christmas tree decorating. So I will be coming back with a part 2, and we will be doing ornaments and all that good jazz. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful, and stay tuned because part 2 is going to be coming out.